How do I 27F ask my gardener, 50+M, to stop peeing on my citrus trees? Okay, so a little unconventional, but I didn't know where else to post this. Starting at the beginning of the pandemic, being home all the time, I went to pay our trusted gardener of many years, and when I approached him, he was peeing on the tree and didn't stop when he saw me approaching. He started laughing as I turned around and had my boyfriend eventually go back and pay him. I thought it was an uncomfortable laugh and we went about our days. I thought it was a one-off thing. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable asking to use the bathroom, so I let it go. Come to yesterday, I caught him again. I know as a gardener he's on the go and doesn't really have a space to relieve himself, but I want to make it clear to him he can ask to use our restroom and he's always welcome, especially since I'm often home when he is there. I just don't want someone urinating weekly on the fruit trees we eat in a space where we have children and family members playing. How do I, a young woman, go about this without making him uncomfortable or embarrassing him? I mean, it's pretty much impossible to stop peeing midstream. But to do it again is weird. Age is irrelevant. It's your property and you're his employer. Just be polite, and word it nicely. Hey, I noticed you peeing on our trees. I'd prefer if you just use our bathroom, please. Haven't read the replies, so I'm not sure if somebody has already pointed this out, but citrus trees are recommended to get peed on often. He might actually be doing you a favor. Citrus trees love a lot of nitrogen, so when they get peed on, the fruit grows bigger. But if it makes you uncomfy, just politely ask him to use the bathroom, lol. Citrus trees grow better when watered with urine. It's a trade secret. The next time he comes over, bring him into your home. Show him your bathroom and tell him he may use it if he needs to pee, but you really feel uncomfortable with him peeing outdoors as children play under those trees. Take a dump on the hood of his vehicle while making eye contact. Works every time. A lot of people are sharing their ignorance here. Yes, it's odd, however citrus trees thrive on the uric acid in urine. He's doing Op a favor, albeit a slightly not safe for work one. Just gotta say this. Citrus trees benefit from being peed on. Same as bamboos. Haha, so at least it's not bad for the tree. Just ask him. Say something like, hey, could you stop peeing on my trees, and then after that if he keeps doing it, then find another gardener. Y'all. He's a gardener. Most people who spend a lot of time outside pee outside. It's not harmful, not to the trees, the nitrogen may be beneficial, nor will it make the fruit dirty, they're way up on the branches. But if it makes you uncomfortable, of course find some way to send the message that you'd prefer him to pee inside. I know this is weird, but let him pee on the citrus trees. Lol, we believe that it actually helps them bear fruit. It could just be an old wives' tale, but we've always had amazing lemons and no issues. Haha, I'm legit serious. He is saving you a fortune in nitrogen fertilizer. I don't think there's a need to mention the peeing incident. Just let him know, hey, you're welcome to use our bathroom whenever you need to. That's it. Maybe he has had some bad experiences with other homeowners who wouldn't let him inside their homes. If he continues to pee on your tree after offering use of your bathroom, only then would I ask him what his deal is. Stop peeing on my citrus trees. Get another gardener. After the first time being caught, he should have enough sense and decency to not whip his dick out unless he's somewhere he'll see people before they see him. We used to pee on our citrus trees. It's good for them. Man, that feels really weird to type out. But just show him the restroom next time maybe. Urine is good for citrus trees. He's doing good and making sure you get a good and tasty yield for whatever you have. But after all, it is a service that you are paying for, so overall it is up to you. Just ask him about it. As a gardener, I'm going to let you in a little secret. Urine is really good for citrus fruit. He is actually helping them with growth and health. Also, he is saving your water bill. I tend to pee outside on a tree over using a bathroom. It's cheaper and good for the tree. Citrus. A lot of people showing their ignorance in these comments. It's recommended that you pee on citrus trees. The gardener is just trying to do his job. If Op wants him to stop, she should communicate that to him clearly. Not fire him, film it and post it online or whatever other vindictive shit people are recommending. How about, don't take your dick out in my yard? In the excellent movie The World's Fastest Indian, the main character asks his neighbor's kid to pee on his lemon tree as he travels from New Zealand to Utah. Urine is high in nitrogen and acts as a good fertilizer for citrus trees. However, it's recommended to dilute it and only do so occasionally. I suspect the gardener is doing this as a trick of the trade, rather than, "Hey, I need to pee." That said, use your words and tell him to knock it off. Even if it's good for the tree, you don't want him doing it. How about asking your boyfriend to do it, since the gardener is likely to listen to him? If he's caught doing it again, then it's time to seek a new gardener. It's unprofessional to have someone peeing on your trees. And urine is prone to start stinking eventually if it's highly concentrated. Fire him. Problem solved. Dude, stop pissing on our trees. You can use our bathroom. Job done. Fire his ass. Are you kidding? He's a personal gardener and he's peeing on your trees. Sir, please stop peeing on my citrus trees. If he was capable of shame, he'd stop. If he doubles down or gets defensive, get a new gardener. Who cares if you make him uncomfortable? He shouldn't be peeing in your garden. Just tell him directly that you don't want him peeing in your garden. There is a bathroom in the house he may use. Hey, can you stop peeing on my citrus trees? Just don't hire him again. OMG, just tell him. A simple, "I noticed you were peeing on the trees last time you were here. I'd really appreciate it if you let me know you need to use the bathroom and come in the house instead," will do. Why are you so afraid of speaking your mind? That's your real problem here. Since everyone on this thread is insane, here's some advice from someone who is also 27F. Tell him point blank not to relieve himself on your yard. He's not a dog, he's a grown-ass man, and if he's embarrassed then he can consider it a lesson. Nobody wants to see old man Dick when they're going for a walk. I hope you talk to him about this. The laugh he gave makes me think he finds your discomfort funny. This is all around wrong. You are of course aware of the uses of urine as a fertilizer. If he is doing it more than once every 10-14 days, he is most likely over-fertilizing your plants. Additionally, urine should be diluted 10-1 with water to prevent scorching in the topical area. Doing it more than every 10-14 days can lead to excess nitrogen in the soil and yellowing of the plants. How do you go about telling him not to? Hey, stop pissing on my plants. We have toilets here you can use, should work. It don't have to be more complicated than that. It's good for your tree, just let it be, you'll see, big fruit is the key. Most employers won't let him use restroom, that's why he doesn't bother asking. Excuse me, sir, will you stop urinating on my citrus trees? Not to be that kind of Reddit poster but I would definitely fire him to be honest. This is disgusting and disrespectful. Do you pee at the desk of your workplace? Edit. After reading other comments, apparently citrus plants thrive on pee lol. So yeah, big chance he was trying to do you a favor, but still I think it's a very weird thing to just take your dick out in someone's garden and pee over their property without discussing it. Your discomfort is super valid, but I am wondering if he is doing it because he knows urine is actually beneficial to citrus tree growth? Like it's definitely gross and weird for him to be doing this to anyone's trees that aren't his own, but I'm just wondering if he had good intentions and didn't realize how uncool it would be to do that. He made you uncomfortable, so why should you care so much about his comfort level? Tell him what you just told Reddit? I don't think you should have to worry so much if you embarrass him. Sounds like he wants to be your ex-gardener. Seeing that happen more than once sounds intentional, and telling him to use the bathroom isn't a difficult request. That escalated quickly. I think this is less about making it uncomfortable or embarrassing and more about not wanting someone to be peeing on your property. I would simply tell him that I'm not comfortable with him peeing on my property, and if he needs to use the washroom he can ask. If I caught him doing it again I would fire him. You should tell him it isn't okay to urinate against your citrus tree, that is producing food. Aside from that, you should tell him to just come inside to do his thing instead. It might be embarrassing for both of you, but it really needs to stop. Age is irrelevant, but if he keeps doing this it might be time to get a new gardener, and tell the new one from the start that if he really needs to go, just use your bathroom as long as they take their shoes, boots off before coming further in the house. Perhaps a fair mention that he wishes to use the bathroom so you know he's in the house is a good idea as well. I used to work as a gardener and I can confirm I have peed in a few customers' gardens. That's mainly because it's often the only option you have in that job role. I am sure if you say please use the toilet next time, he would oblige. Till urine is good for citrus trees. Ha! Like you did with your boyfriend paying him. Why don't you send him to ask him to stop? Put a "no pee on my citrus tree" sign near your tree. Open mouth smile. Tell him to piss on street sewer passage. Why are you worried about embarrassing him? He did something that makes you uncomfortable. Maybe he should be embarrassed. Your comfort in your home is more important than anything else.